we just got 2 new Zenkais in Dragon Ball Legends, one of which being the green, good Android 21 you're seeing here on your screen, and the other being the red, free-to-play Android 21. So now every Android 21 has a Zenkai in the game, because of course the evil purple 21 already had a Zenkai, and then of course the blue free-to-play 21 also had her Zenkai. So this makes all Android 21s Zenkai'd, and in terms of like if you're wondering how good, maybe you haven't seen, the red 21, the free-to-play one, actually has some nice blast damage, and both of them kind of suffer from, you know, the whole blast armor, and then Gogeta Blue's counter to ranged cards. The green 21 suffers from this especially since she just changes all her strikes to blasts automatically upon dropping in, whereas the red free-to-play one changes her strikes to blasts when she uses a green, so it's kind of more like you get to decide what time that happens. And then also the green one being a green, when you get hit by the Gogeta Blue counter, it's going to hurt a lot more because you're a green than, you know, the free-to-play red one being a red. But with that being said, these units getting Zenkais has instantly got everyone thinking, okay, is this, you know, leading us towards our February LF? We're coming to the end of January here. We got our Android 17 from the Tournament of Power LF for January. What are we going to get for February? Well, if we take a look actually at what we got for the past 2 Februaries in terms of LFs, since we've had yearly or monthly LFs now for 2 years. In 2021, we got LF Kid Buu, and last year we of course got LF Full Power Jiren, neither of which are girls. We did get, I believe we got both the free-to-play Red 21 and the Green 18, this one. I think we got both of these kind of around the same February-ish window last year, but, you know, neither of them are summonable, and they're not LFs. However, this could be a different year. Well, it is a different year, but this could be different this year. We could potentially see a girl LF. Technically, we only have one in the game, which is, of course, the LF 18 and 17, or 17 and 18. And, you know, obviously it's not just entirely a girl unit. It also doesn't buff the girl's tag in any way, shape, or form. Like, the Z ability is just for androids and powerful opponent. And then future, when you get to 6 stars. But that doesn't help the girl's tag necessarily. Like, you can leader slot it, but you could leader slot Gogeta Blue onto the girl's team. It's not, you know, a girl, but whatever, you get the point. We haven't gotten just a straight up girl LF who actually buffs the tag girls. That could change this year. I see 2 prevailing ideas out there, being that our LF for February, just based off the information we have right now as of January 26th, so I'm recording this, is LF Android 21, since the 2 Android 21s just got Zenkai'd, and now all the Android 21s are Zenkai'd. Or we get a LF Kefla, which a lot of people thought was going to happen last month, didn't end up happening because in still what is to me possibly the greatest mystery of all time, they dropped a Bergamo Zenkai, which, yes, Bergamo is part of Universe Survival Saga and the new Universe Rep tag, the same as the blue LF-17 we just got. However, they gave him the Zenkai ability Rival Universe, you know, Red Rival Universe, which would make you assume that the LF last month was gonna be a Rival Universe, but it wasn't. 17's not from a Rival Universe. So what was the point in giving him this besides just to make him worse and not buff? Because if you make him, you know, technically the Universe Rep tag wasn't out when Bergamo got Zenkai'd. He came out just before the Rep tag came out. But if you were to give him the Universe Survival Saga, you know, tag, instead of this Rival Universe one, he'd be able to Zenkai buff MUI. He'd be a whole lot more useful. He'd have a whole lot more value on the bench. He already has value in his Zenkai ability being a health buffer, but, like, he'd just have more. And so Rival Universe, you thought, okay, maybe they're going to buff Rival Universe and make it so Rival Universe is, you know, better. Which I guess they kind of did in making the Universe Rep tag, because they just kind of merged Universe Survival Saga, Rival Universe, also the Universe 6-7 arc in there. They merged all of those together, but, like, why? Why did we do this and then drop 17? Like, why not just make him buff Universe Survival Saga? So this mystery still stands unless they drop some sort of Rival Universe unit. It still stands. But yes, with the 21s getting Zenkai'd, the first thing a lot of people are saying are, okay, maybe we'll be getting a girls LF because it is February. They have dropped new fighters stuff around February for the past 2 years, of course, with us getting, you know, 21 and 21 and once again 21, and then you get it, the other 21. But maybe it'll be LF Android 21, which would be cool. As I mentioned before, in 2021 we got LF Kid Buu. That's a buff to regen. Maybe we'll get LF21, who would be a buff to girls, but also regen and android, which would all make sense. I mean, we just got an android LF in 17. Getting another android LF would really help the android tag. If we got Kefla, that would also tie in to LF17, since the new universe rep tag came out, and it definitely needs some help, because although there's 17, besides 17, I'd say the universe rep tag kind of lacks. Jiren, if you have Jiren and you got him, like, you know, over 9 stars-ish, definite can be a defensive monster, can absolutely do work. And then, of course, if you have 17 in, they click Rising Rush, you can swap to Jiren, or you can leave 17 in. They both have endurance, and with 17's ability, they can't get their endurance nullified if it's from a buff like Gogeta Blue. Obviously, if it's still from Rose or Full Power Frieza, or one of the hits, the yellow or the purple sparking hits, you'll still die because it's just inherently inside of them that they'll kill you. But if it's someone else who has it from a buff to nullify, you know, the endurance, then they'll still survive. Green Golden Frieza still okay. MUI can do all right. He probably needs a plat or something. Kaioken probably could use a plat or something. But like 17's kind of like the main dog. So if they dropped a Kefla, which of course would continue, would make sense with the Zenkai 221s, since they're both girls. Kefla were to get it, that would also buff Universe Rep, a new tag they just introduced that could use some help. You know, some of the units could, there could be some help here. So I think 21 or Kefla is definitely a good idea as of now. Of course, we'll get new stuff before then. The dates that we got, our past 2 monthly LFs, were Kid Buu dropped on the 16th of February, and then Jiren dropped on the 22nd. So if we look at like a calendar here, let me just pull open a little calendar here for y'all, just to visualize it. So we're sitting at the 26th currently. The what was it? The 16th is that's a Thursday, so it could be on the 14th. At the night of the 14th, the day of the 15th, that's when the weekly reset would be right there. On Valentine's Day, I think that would be an excellent time to drop a girl's units. That would be really great. It would just make sense. You know, Valentine's Day, they tried to do something girls kind of related with it. Or the next week, since Jiren dropped on the 22nd, that would make sense again this year, since it would be technically, you know, depending on what time zone you're in. In my time zone, the reset is at midnight, so it's like technically, you know, the 22nd. Night of the 21st, morning of the 22nd. It's around that time. That could be another time, so we'll see. It's that 2-week window right there in February. So we still have about, at the earliest, which would probably be the Valentine's Day or the 15th, we have about 3-ish, a little under 3 weeks till then. So definitely plenty of other stuff can come out in between, change our minds on this. But I just kind of wanted to mention this, bring this up about the LF, see what we're looking for next month's LF. We did just get 17, so, you know, we still have, again, probably 3 weeks at the minimum, maybe 4-ish weeks if we get it on the 22nd. So we'll see in terms of that. But let me know, what are you guys thinking at this stage? Do you think it's going to be something unrelated? They just dropped these 21 Zenkais right now, and then they're going to move on and drop, you know, a different free-to-play, or drop us an all-star banner that's unrelated to anything we've gotten thus far. Because if they drop a all-star banner, because I know technically what they have, the all-star banner, Legends all-star banner pickup. This is a shorter banner. The normal all-star banners go for longer, and this is not the normal all-star banner format. Since, you know, the normal all-star banner, you get 2 new units. You can get their Z power from the missions if you exchange CC. So do you think we're going to get a different... I mean, there's still 19 days left, so I doubt they'll drop a normal all-star banner. But they could, because, again, this is not a normal one. It's just all-star banner units from before in kind of a pickup format. So it'll be interesting to see if they do drop any sort of new all-star banner, like a regular one, before our LF comes out, whatever units are on that. But if we get anything that's related to probably androids, girls, or universe rep tags, it probably still stays likely it's going to be Kefla 21. Even regen could still be an LF 21. I think you'd still have to definitely still think it's LF 21. But anything that would be just like completely different from, you know, anything related to Kefla 21, then probably we'll see where it goes from there. But just kind of want to make this video again. Both the 21s, they they're not necessarily game changers, but they're fun. I definitely say they're fun. They're not like horrible. They're not like, oh my god, what's even the point in this? But yeah, the good 21 really suffers from Gogeta Blue. Like, it's just how it is. She really said they both suffer from being range type units and all the blast armor and all that stuff going on right now, since like every unit has blast armor, or at least every good unit people use for the most part right now has blast armor. 17. We've got Gogeta Blue. We've got Beast Gohan. We've got the Tag Super Saiyan 4s. Whole lot of blast armor going on, so blast units are definitely not feeling good. But yeah, let me know your thoughts. Do you think we're going to see Kefla? Do you think we're going to see 21? Or do you think it's going to be someone completely different? Entirely possible. This is a very early prediction just based off of us getting 2 new Zenkais. So let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. But if you enjoyed the video, make sure you leave a like, subscribe if you're new. I hope you all are staying happy and healthy, having the best of days, and I'll catch y'all tomorrow.